Hello and welcome to CreepyPod. This is your host Rasmus slash Rezbir and Bill slash ThatNinjaThere, back with you again with another story. Whew! These intros always takes on my voice. So, what are we doing today?
I believe we were reading Bedtime from r/no sleep.
In fact, we are. And you know what's funny with this story?
What's that?
The first videos we made on CreepyPod, you know, the pen pal stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of similar, except that the pen pal, each story was like 2 hours long. So like, I don't think these are the same length, but this is kind of the same
That's
thing.
what she said.
Uh, Okay, so
Come on now, get in character.
oh, now your face cam stopped. Oh, now it works again. Okay, so Bedtime, written by Michael Whitehouse, I believe, was originally uploaded on Reddit, I think. No sleep, but it later I don't think it really catched that much traffic on No Sleep. It never became that large until it got uploaded on the Creepypasta website. That's when it took off. I remember a smaller YouTuber in Sweden called Joy. She often narrated these kind of stories, and I remember this one being one of the stories I heard. I was like, uh, 10 years old or something when I sat and listened to this story when she uploaded it. I was
Oh, that was just the other day, wasn't it?
huh?
It was just the other day when you were 10 years old.
Bro. What is it? Nah, but like, so I was scared to fucking death by this story. I was scared of going to sleep with the bed against the wall.
Well, let's see if this
You're gonna
continues on,
you're
shall we?
gonna get to know why later here in the story. But as I said,
I'm sure.
I haven't read or heard it since then. Uh, so this is gonna be quite new for me too. Let's
So
go.
yeah, no, I love going back and watching like old movies that I used to watch as a kid. Now that I'm an adult, just seeing with them with my grown eyes, and oh wow, that's a now that I know some of the context behind some of this, that's a little different. David Bowie in the Labyrinth is never going to stop just making me laugh every time because the older I get, the more creepy that movie gets, and I love it all the more for it.
Mm-hmm. Did you go through it at all
All right.
before?
I read a little bit of it, like the first couple of lines and paragraphs. And then I was like, I don't want to know too much, so I just looked for quotations to see how many lines you would have, and realized you're not going to get very many if you're
Nah.
just doing voiced
So
lines.
we decided to read some paragraphs each.
Yep.
So so poor little Bill over here doesn't die by a voice
Uh,
destroyation again.
yeah, that'd be terrible for the channel.
I remember Pen Pal, the end of it.
Yeah, no,
Episode
I
6 of
was
Pen Pal. That was
I
horrific.
was struggling.
Alright, I'll just put our faces down here. And let's go. Should you or me begin it?
I guess I can start. I
Alright.
am technically the lead narrator, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Be- All right, so bedtime. Bedtime. Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a child. For
For a
me, it was
tired child.
terrifying. For tired child. Sorry, I am also tired. Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a tired child. For me, it was terrifying. While some children might complain about being put to bed before they have finished watching a film or playing their favorite video game, when I was a child, night was something to truly fear. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it still is. I mean, I remember those years.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who was trained in the sciences, I cannot prove that what happened to me was objectively real, but I can swear that what I explained was genuine horror. I fear in a fear which in my life, I'm glad to say, has never been quailed. I will relate to you all now as best as I can. Make it of what make of it what you will. But I'll be glad to just get it off my chest. I can remember I can't remember exactly when it started, but my apprehension towards falling asleep seemed to correspond with my being moved into a room of my own. I was 8 years old at the time, and until then I had shared a room, quite happily, with my older brother. As it is perfectly understandable for a boy 5 years my senior, my brother eventually wished for a room of his own, and as a result, I was given the room in the back of the house.
All right. So the beginning of the
English is hard.
okay. So the beginning of this story is not that quite different from what Pen Pal was. We follow a child.
Any of them, really.
How old was he? Did they say it?
I think it said 8.
I was 8 years old. Yeah. Okay. Uh, and I guess his brother grew up and wanted a room for his own. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
for obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons. So okay, let me take over here then.
By all means.
It was a small, narrow, yet oddly elongated room, large enough for a bed and a couple of chests of drawers, but not much else. I couldn't really complain because even at that age, I understood that we did not have a large house, and I had no real cause to be disappointed. As my family was both loving and caring, it was a happy childhood during during the day. A solitary window looked out onto our back garden. Nothing out of the ordinary, but even during the day, the light which crept into that room seemed almost hesitant. As my brother was given a new bed, I was given the bunk beds which we used to share. While I was upset about sleeping on my own, I was excited at the thought of being able to sleep in the top bunk, which seemed far more adventurous to me. Okay.
Yeah, no. New experiences. Always got to be down for those.
I also remember. Oh, wait, do you remember my friend William?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Here comes another little.
What did he do this time?
okay, I need to pick
Hold
up
on, let me brace myself.
because this isn't as bad, but like yeah, I just got to think about this because of the bunk beds they talked about. You remember? No, you remember. Do you remember this time we were out on the when I do you guys have that in America? Confirmation in church, where you like 14 or something, when you go to church and it's like how the fuck do you explain it? I don't know.
Church camp.
Huh?
Church camp.
Yeah, almost. It's like education. So like for 1 year you follow church or something like this, and then you're confirmed.
We probably do. I just wasn't part of one of those churches.
Okay. Well, I was through this, and after that I became a young leader, as they say, and that's what I told you about earlier about the church thing. So I work with the confirmanders. Confirmanders, most Swedish ass pronunciation I've ever done. I work with those who go confirmation, and I've done that for 3 years soon, since I confirmated. And what was my point? Oh yeah, like two times each year, you get to follow to a camp, church camp, yes. And we do fun activities and shit. So me and my friend, I told you about Oscar also. He was the one who got the pink eye. When William shot him in the eye. And William, of course. And Simon. We all share bedroom. Okay. This was at Easter. So I had a lot. We were doing each Easter we go to something called Easter camp, like the whole Jesus dies and Jesus returns. So the first half of that weekend, you're supposed to like grieve. It's not supposed to be that fun. And you know what I mean, like about Jesus dying and things like that.
Yeah, no, interesting concept, I suppose.
And then on the day Jesus returns, I think it's a Saturday. No, Sunday. I mean, I should know this as a Christian. Uh,
Such a good little Christian boy. Giggles at watches horror movies that are so anti-Christian, and also giggles at all the sexual jokes.
Okay, okay.
Wears a Kiss hat, which whose music is just full of innuendos.
Okay, anyways, so each Easter we also have a big souper, a big party at Sunday. And each year we have like one type of theme, so you come dressed as a character or something. And this time we at the church, our church is like a bunch of churches in Sweden that comes to one place. So like we in Torsby, we oh fuck, I doxed myself. Anyways, anyways, we came dressed in Star Wars. So like there was a Darth Vader, it was me as Luke Skywalker, and blah 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 blah. And we were doing a whole skit. Our priest was Darth Sidious. He was Emperor Palpatine. He was the big he was the big bad. The priest was the big demonic creature. That's so.
I mean,
that's so funny.
You know what? I can respect that sense of humor.
This is very long. I don't know why I dragged it out like this, because I have not gotten to the point yet. But like, yeah. Anyways, I had lightsabers. I had.
That is an awesome segue. Anyways, I have lightsabers.
No, but I had lightsabers with us because of this. We were doing a big acting thing on the stage. Because there's a stage at the party, so like you have a possibility to go up and do funny shit and like, make people laugh and things like that. So we did a parody of Star Wars. So I had lightsabers with me. In mine, Simon, Oscar, and William's room, that lightsaber was. So, me, Oscar, and Simon goes to sleep. Can you guess what this motherfucker does when I wake up with my lightsaber?
I don't want to even put that into the air.
So I lay in my bed, just fucking trying to sleep. They had like thrown water in my bed, like pulled a bunch of lotion in my bed, and like they just fucked around with me. I took my clothes, pushed them down the toilet, and you know, this kind of stuff. So like it wasn't that bad.
Are these your friends or are these your bullies?
I do the same things to them, but like you're not friends if you don't bully the shit out of each other. No, but like, anyways, so I wake up by.
I mean, a little bit of fucking verbal ribbing is fine, but what the fuck? That is property damage.
I wake up by Oscar that lays on the bunk bed over me, like patting me, like what the fuck is he doing? So I turn around and I see him having the lightsaber, and he lays in his underwear on like his stomach on the bed, and like in his ass with my lightsaber that I was gonna use the next day on the stage.
I didn't want to guess because I already knew, and I didn't want to say it because. I seriously question your friend group.
But like the fun thing about this was that he did it to fuck with us. It was like he's not that sick in the head for real. It's not like he actually thought it was nice, but like he was hitting like that to make me angry. So like so I could just throw that lightsaber away, and I used the other one I had with me. And that one, my friend Simon took and sucked off. He blew off the lightsaber. So like both lightsabers.
What the? Yeah, such good little Christian children. I like. I would so laugh if your fucking priest were to see this.
Oh, I told everything to the priest. You know, he's that type of guy that if you were to meet him outside of church, I have three leaders. One leader, which I love very much. He's cool as fuck. He's been in prison and shit. He's been in for drugs and shit. I won't say his name or anything like that. But like,
I don't know.
yeah,
Everyone else.
he's so fucking the fucking most awesome person to exist when it comes to church stuff. And I would never guess that he would be a church leader if I didn't know him. And like the other one, he's just wow. You know, many people when they see a priest, they often have the same kind of imagination, like a priest that has no type of humor, lives in church, doesn't know anything else than Christianity. Like this kind of priest, like it's not like that. But like, yeah, so that was a little story I wanted to like the bunk bed in this story just got me to think about the bunk beds in our room, which led to me remembering this story. And another thing he did in the middle of the night, there's a bunch of security workers outside in the building where all the rooms are. Like we live in kind of a hotel vibe, and outside in the corridors there's always one security guard just watching, so no one like escapes. I was about to say, so no one like
Very effective.
runs away in the middle of the night somewhere. And William.
No sneaking off to do diddly things whenever you can just do it anyways.
William and me in underwear opens the door to go out in the in the corridor. We took the lightsabers, one each, and started doing a duel in the middle of the fucking corridor in on the underwear and shit. So the security the security guard comes around the corner like, what the fuck are you two doing? It's 3 a.m.
I mean, there's lightsaber dueling, and then there's lightsaber dueling. So,
okay, we should probably keep going with the story. Like,
I mean, yeah, no, that was quite the tangent that you took us on, my brother.
oh,
and my brother in Christ.
I think I got
some images I could have not used in my mind. No.
I think I'm gonna do this to it's a theme of the CreepyPod. In each episode I have to tell one thing William has done. Alright.
Alright, anyways, where am I picking up?
From the first very night or something.
Well, that's definitely gonna extend this video long enough to cut it into another one, maybe. Wow. Now I need to get back in the carrot. Jesus Christ. Give me strength. Lord have mercy.
You've heard 3 big stories about William now. Does he sound like the kind of friend you want?
Not really.
Oh yeah, I showed him the last video of the Michael reaction when I told you about the Mickey Mouse Mickey Mouse thing. And I put on his I put the headphones on him, and he sat here and listened to the story. he was like tell Bill that I invite him to the next party.
I'm staying far away. I'm coming in a boat. From the very first night, I remember a strange feeling of unease creeping slowly from the back of my mind. I lay on the top bunk, staring down at my action figures and cars strewn across the green-blue carpet. As imaginary battles and adventures took place between the toys on the floor. Man, that's a dose of nostalgia.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't toys, but I reenacted fucking scenes from TV with other characters and shit. So.
I thought you meant I reenacted the story you just told me about William in my head.
No, I would do in my mind. I would do interactions with characters. I was headcanoning my own stories before.
Oh yeah, I also did that.
Before that was a thing that people do on fucking Reddit and shit. I wish I had fucking uploaded some of that stuff, because I might have been. I'm completely even drawing a blank on what that's even called anymore. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, well, I did
I
that
couldn't
kind
help.
of stuff too.
I think that's just a creative person thing because I think a lot of people who get into stories or art kind of do that anyways. But anyways, I couldn't help but feel that my eyes were being slowly drawn towards the bottom bunk, as as if something was moving in the corner of my eye, something that did not wish to be seen. The bunk was empty, impeccably made, with a dark blue blanket tucked in neatly, partially covering two rather bland white pillows. I didn't think anything of it at first time. I was a child, and the noise slipping under my door from parents' television bathed me in a warm sense of safety, well-being. I fell asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm actually going to be really interested to see this video come out because I feel like I'm going to be transferring from that voice to my normal voice all the time and get to really see the contrast between my normal speaking and that speaking.
Right now, as we're speaking, the next series that is up on YouTube now in CreepyPod is like the wife series we did.
Oh, I
You
think
know?
that one was a fun one.
Huh?
I think that one was a fun one,
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was. It just it started very great, and at the middle, it tripped off. If you remember.
That was the one where we ripped on each other through most of it,
Oh,
wasn't it?
I think it was like yeah, but it was like in the middle of this shit. We both said like, "Nah, we can't fucking continue this shit. We're too tired, and this story sucks ass. Like, let's just pick this up another day."
Yeah, I think that was kind of the birth of our. We're like, oh yeah, no, let's just fucking take a
No,
break now and
no.
come back another time.
Oh yeah, it was. I think yeah, yeah, because like we should probably have done that with the 1999s.
Yeah, like we should have done that more often. Like that was like, you know what? That's where we were like, yeah, we need to when we start getting tired, we
Yeah,
need to just
well,
take a break. We
but
got the
it's like
backlog
it also destroys a little
back.
thing about the if the story is bad as fuck and we're tired as fuck. Usually we become so much more aggravated at everything, and like we
I
just
mean, if you're
start
wanting to keep
picking on
that,
it.
we can keep
Huh?
marathoning it. But if we want to come back and fresh and give the story some proper respect, even if they are shitty,
But like that's the thing about our pod. I don't think like we're here to like all stories is not always good. It's like it's
it's fair.
that's the thing here. We're CreepyPod is like two guys just sitting and digesting stories that other people think is great. And just we come back to old stories like Jeff the Killer. If you remember the absolutely worst story we have made on this channel, I think it's like the most entertaining, but the least good. If you understand what I mean.
I mean,
And like
I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed doing that one that kind of got me started on you guys' thing. I really enjoyed narrating the rake. Like
oh
that
yeah.
one was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one was that was a blast. And kind of the actual that suicide note was kind of the birth of me really committing to that to my normal narration voice because I really enjoyed doing that particular voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't know
But
where I got this idea. Oh yeah, we started CreepyPod because of Haunted Router, right? I gave you like, oh, you should ask them to be in one of their videos, and then you did, and like
I know you.
I was also in a video of theirs, and like we just both fucking loved it, I think. So like we
Yeah,
should we should try it ourselves, and that's when we did
yeah.
Pen
Let's
Pal.
yeah do a little fun little history lesson.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh yeah, it's me now.
of course.
Okay, let's go. When you awaken from a deep sleep to something moving or stirring, it can take a few minutes, moments, for you to truly understand what is happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears, even when lucid. Something was moving. There was no doubt about that. At first, I wasn't sure about what it was. Everything was dark, almost pitch black. But there was enough of light creeping in from outside to outline that narrowly suffocating room. Two thoughts appeared in my mind, almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me. Okay,
Yep, here we go. Monster
So-
under the bed.
I guess this is the start of the bedtime creepypasta. I remember that. I remember that one thing I remember. One thing I remember from this story when I first heard it
I can hear you. Go ahead. I'm just gonna
I
go grab me a
hear
soda.
I heard myself in the background.
Oh, let me pull it farther away. My bad.
So I remember the one thing of those things I remember from this story is the bed sheets moving, or the bed sheets rustling, or something like that. Because that's one of those things I remember from this story. It's not. It's like it was so long ago I heard this story last. So like the most things about it is dark in my head, but I remember monster rustling bed sheets. That's mostly it. And I remember the stories being kind of short. That's all I really remember, I think. So like this is a walk down my memory lane.
Nostalgia. It's fun.
I think
Sometimes.
you should put your microphone a bit closer to your mouth.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Is that a little better?
Perfect, perfect. Now it's loud as fuck, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Sorry. Better? Worse?
Shit, do you have anywhere to put it on?
Better? Worse?
That's good.
My bad. Yeah, no, I need to come up with a better spot for my microphone because
Yeah, that's why I
it's a
used to
good
have
microphone.
this.
I ain't got one of those. All right, motherfucker. I might look into something like that.
That my computer can't handle it. Every time I use this, even though it sounds good and it's so fucking easy to like, oh, do I sound bad here? I can just put it here and like stuff like this.
Yeah.
But like my computer can't handle it, so every time I use it, it's like after 10 minutes the sound goes out and I can't hear, or I can't hear anything and others can't hear me. So like that's fucking shit about this.
Yeah, I just got this thing, so until I can figure out a mount for it that's it's my recliner set up nicely.
Yeah, well, it
But
sounds good.
yeah, no, it does sound good. Whenever it's working well, I need to. I'm still not getting as good a sound quality as I would like, but I'm actually getting really impressed with the lighting I'm getting from that cheap little lamp that I got. Like, I think it's giving my shirt and skin tone combo a nice little look.
Anyways, should we
I love the
continue?
shadows on the ceiling. Anyways,
Yeah,
we're getting.
like
This is a tangent heavy episode.
I think we should start talking about the story. People come in here, we talk. Okay, we should rename this story, this video to like two people talking, and each 10 minutes we talk about a story, and then we continue talking about other stuff.
Nope, this is a tangent heavy episode.
Welcome to
Anyway,
CreepyPod. Today we discuss not the story, but something completely different, and we read this story sometime during the video.
anyways, back into character. At first, I wasn't sure what it was.
No,
Everything
I
was
did
dark. You know, you did that. I'm at as the last cobwebs of sleep. There we are. As the last cobwebs of sleep withered from my mind, the noise took on a more familiar form. Sometimes the simplest sound can be the most unnerving. A cold wind whistling through a tree outside. A neighbor's footsteps, uncomfortably close, or in this case, the simple sound of bed sheets rustling in the dark.
Oh, that's what I remember.
Well, as long as you don't whistle in the dark, you should be fine. I hear that's bad luck. That was it. Bed sheets rustling in the dark, as if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bottom bunk. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination, or perhaps just my pet cat finding somewhere comfortable to spend the night. I mean, when you have a pet cat, you just get used to noises in the dark.
Yeah, I know that
It was then.
I think I told you before, but I had 3 pet cats when I was little. One of them got killed by the
Yeah.
neighbor, one of them got shot in the leg, and the last one lives on a farm now, I think.
That also means they're usually dead. Hate to break it to you, but your parents, they typically.
No, I went.
Yeah, no, he's
I
living on a farm now.
No, I went and met him at the farm. It was an old,
Alrighty
it
then.
was an old guy we gave the cat to. He was like, "Oh yeah, give me the cat." Ah.
Alrighty then. It was then that I noticed my door shut as it had been as I fallen asleep. Perhaps my money. Perhaps.
Perhaps
Okay.
my
Perhaps
mana.
my
Perhaps
mum.
my mana.
Like, sorry, I'm American. I say mum, but perhaps my mum had checked on me, and the cat had sneaked into my room. Then,
Yeah. Uh,
one more, I
I don't
believe.
think this is nice. Oh wait. Oh, you're gonna do one more?
Oh, was that three? I lost count. Cobweb. Oh, yep, that was three. It's your
Oh,
move.
okay.
Nope,
Yes.
I got a little carried away. Momentum.
Yes. Yes. That must. Oh wait, I need. I don't have any voice lines. I have to make my little voice acting thing about this because that's what I love about this series so much. That I get to
Fair enough.
evolve my voice acting. Yes.
I mean, I love him practicing mine.
That must have been it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in vain. Hope that I could fall back to sleep. As I moved, the rustling noise from underneath me ceased. Ceased. I thought that I must have
What?
disturbed my cat, but quickly I realized that the visitor in the bottom bunk was
Beast.
much less modern than my pet trying to sleep, and much more sinister. How the fuck does he know it's sinister? Like, he just lays there. That thing under me is sinister. Is that just a thought he got
Good
in his
question.
head, or like, was he like,
I mean,
my cat is under me? Wait, no, it's not my cat. It's sinister.
yeah, no, that is definitely a. But then again, kid, panic, monster under the bed. So
I mean, as if,
and also, if you watch horror movies enough, even as a kid, there are sound effects that you will start kind of taking on a scary note to them if you hear them.
as if alerted to.
But
Oh, sorry.
huh?
Huh?
Oh.
Okay. As if alerted to, and disgruntled by my presence. The disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing ferocity. Fear then gripped me, not like the subtle sense of unease I had experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. My heart raced as my eyes panicked, scanning the most
Impenetrable.
impenetrable darkness. I let out a cry. I think at least my narration has gotten a bit better.
Yeah, no, that was good. You just got hung up on a couple of Americanized words, ceased and impenetrable.
No, I accidentally said keist. That's what I thought was fun. I know it was ceased.
Yeah, that caught my attention. I'm like, wait, it's like keist.
Keist.
I'm over here loading the bowl. East? Huh?
Keist.
Like, that one was able to distract me from fucking doing my thing.
Yeah, but like, yet this story is like, well, it's actually kind of fun.
I did look at a couple of comments, and I heard, and a couple of them said it was well written. And yeah, no, I haven't really had too much shit to talk on the writing style.
The only thing we really had to push on was the sinister part. Like, just, I think it's so fucking funny that the narrator as a child just like, oh, it's my cat under me. No, wait, it's sinister.
Well, like, it's just it's someone who's older than the person. The writer is older than the narrator, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
And so he's using words, and the writer knows what the situation is, where the narrator doesn't. So he had a little trouble separating writer from narrator, which I very well may have had that same issue in my book.
Oh, that he already knows what's coming. But like,
Yeah,
the child does not, so that's why it sounded a little bit weird.
He used the wrong choice of word because he's more intellectual and he knows what he knows, but the narrator doesn't. So, he tried to give him a spider sense, if you will, which is a thing. Like, mirror neurons trigger in your brain at certain patterns and give you an uneasy feeling whenever certain things happen. So that's where you get your little gut feeling.
I haven't felt this in a while when we have done these stories. My wife's story, I was meh. It's good, but it's like I didn't really come in with the expectation of like, ooh, let's go, or something like that. And 1999, of course not. I was kind of bored after the first episode. You know, I came in with the thought of, okay, this is long as fuck. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do, and that's it. And then I think the last time I felt like, oh, let's go of this story is like I'm actually excited to see how this ends. It was like Pen Pal because like it was fucking well written. Like one of my favorite stories out there, as even today. Like all from the first footstep story of that Pen Pal series, all the way up to like Friends. Like each 6 parts, even if we were so fucking tired and just wanted to die in the end, I was still like, that ending still hit me hardly. And like, you know, the Veronica part, you know, when we joked about, oh, he's he's 15, so he has come into the puberty and he sounds more like this and shit, you know. It was, I love that twist also. It's like comes out of fucking nowhere. You know, I've told before that I usually don't like when things just boom, but like he did it such in a good way, so like it just hits me like boom instead, like really great. I'm just a big fan of Pen Pal. I don't know how much you remember from it.
You're triggering some memory, but we've done enough of these, and I'm constantly hit with information overload with my job, so I never know what is gonna stick to my brain.
Yeah, but like with this series of stories, I'm actually also kind of tired. I got to sleep 5 a.m. during the last night because like I was up editing the whole fucking night, and I couldn't throw the phone aside. My brain told me like, you have to stop now, get some fucking sleep, or you're gonna kill yourself. And I was like, I can't, I can't, and like I just had to get one thing done, and like that press in your head, oh, it isn't nice.
Oh yeah. Anyways, is it my move or is it your
It's
move?
yours.
Alrighty then. As most boys young, get back into character. This is a fun practice, having to go in and out of character, like I said earlier, as most young boys do. I instinctively shouted on my mother. I shouted to my mother.
I
I
shout.
could hear.
Wait, I shouted on my mother. His mother came in and like, sweetie, are you alright? Shut your bitch ass up.
Ah, instinctively shouted to my mother, to my brother.
Brother?
Well, like, as in to quote
Oh
to,
yeah.
and then my brother, as in writer or you or general.
Oh.
I could hear, I could hear something stir on the other side of the house. As I began to breathe a sigh of relief that my parents were coming to save me, bunk bed suddenly started to shake violently, as if gripped by an earthquake. Scraping against the wall, I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around, as if tormented by malice.
Hmm. That's a
I
fun.
didn't want to
That's
jump
fun
down to
noise.
safety. Yeah, no, I did
Thrashing,
not want to jump
throwing
down.
around, as in tormented by malice. That's really coming from a 8-year-old child.
Yeah,
No wait, no, 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 no.
coming at me with
Of course
malicious
not.
intent.
No wait. This is of course later on that he writes this story. I didn't. My brain didn't comprehend that.
I did not want to jump down into safety, as I feared the thing on the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pulling me into the darkness. So I stayed there, white knuckles clenching my own blankets, like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. The door finally, and thankfully, burst open, and I lay bathed in
Shut
white
your bitch
light.
ass up.
The bottom. Good callback. uh, the door finally and thankfully burst open, and I lay bathed in light while the bottom bunk, the resting place of my unwanted visitor, lay empty and peaceful. Yep, nightmares are a crazy thing. Night terrors.
Wait. Oh yeah. I was
I
about to
believe
say. I was about to say. Is this a story about night terrors? Is this a?
Potentially.
Of course, it's probably not gonna be that. It's probably gonna end with, "Oh, the monster put his claws in my shoulder and blah blah blah," and
I
like
mean,
this. But
to
like,
be fair, if you can make a story start out, I think a good horror story of like if you can explain it away up till the very end where you save the twist that oh yeah no it was all really fucking happening and that's a nice way of writing it like I
I would.
can't think of any good examples off the top of my head right now
My
but
my my favorite kind of way to go if I would have written this story is that it starts off as in real life, like it does right now. Like that it starts with oh shit, this really happened. The reader really thinks like, oh shit, this monster exists in real life and stuff like this. And then in the end it like slowly reveals that it's the narrator who was crazy all along and made up this story in his head. It's like, okay, this kind of sounds like my boyfriend's story, but
yeah I know I was about to say that sounds like something that you've written.
but like that's the way I would have gone with this because like I think that would have been more almost. I think real life stories is much more creepier and scarier than supernatural. That's why I love pen pals so fucking much. It's because that it's so realistic that you actually don't know if it's fake or not because this could so hardly happen. And like I think
Yeah.
those kind of stories is so fucking much more terrifying because it's closer to real life than a monster appearing and stuff like this.
You know, actually, I kind of like them the other way around, just because I like the idea of something more being out there. But
Oh yeah, I
there,
love
I
the
do
monster
remember
stories
a
too.
movie actually. I remember a movie. I think it was called Slumber. Like, it was such a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff. Like they had everything but Freddy Krueger's personality. Like, and it actually started out whereas like everything was easily explained away. Like, no, the kid's having night terrors. It's putting pressure on everybody. And it shows the night terrors from the kid's perspective, and it's like him being just being harassed, really. Like, not really the way Freddy Krueger did it, but like it was just like he. But then eventually, it spread out where the entire family started experiencing their own night terrors, and then suddenly the kid gets abducted and is killed off screen. And it's just like, oh, and it was all actually a thing at the end. Like, it was actually kind of cool. But there were so many Nightmare on Elm Street references. It was basically a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff. They just didn't have personality driven killer. They just had something off screen tormenting you. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's actually sounds nice. You know, that's
But
also
if I remember
something I
correctly, it was
absolutely.
called Slumber.
That's also something I absolutely love. Have you seen the movies Smile? I think we rated them in our.
I think I've heard of them.
That's one of those stories. Okay, of course, in the end, the monster does appear, but like from beginning to like let's say 120 mark, it's just like a curse. Like you don't see any physical being, and it's like it's always off screen. The monster everyone sees, you never see it yourself in the camera. So like that's so so much more scary than like the Freddy Krueger real life that ah shit you see him on screen every time because you want Robert Englund to have some screen time. It's like the same thing with like
Because he fucking owned that role.
exactly he oh I didn't say that. I didn't say that he didn't own it. Don't take my words out of my mouth. But like but like I love off screen when it's like it's also so terrifying to me when you really don't know what's going on and when it ends psychologically weird. Have you ever seen the series The Watcher? You should watch it.
Nope.
That's also one of those mysteries, scary fucking shithead mysteries that just it never gave you an answer. Like there's no punchline, there's no ending really. There's nowhere where they say this happened or this is who did it or stuff like this. It always when you think you solved one mystery, another comes up, and after that mystery, you realize that the first mystery wasn't solved, and then you know it just continues like that and ends on more question marks than answers. And I love that so much.
Anyways, we're really drawing this one out.
Ah, like we're having fun.
Yeah, this one's fun. This one's a fun one. Uh, I cried, and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear, followed by relief, streamed
Tears of
down my
fears.
face.
Hmm.
That one was very. That was a very. That was almost a Shatner impersonation. Let me try doing that line again. I cried, and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear, followed by relief, streamed down my face. Yet, through all of the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was through whatever had been in that bunk but it was as though whatever in that bunk would return if I even so much as spoke of it or uttered a single syllable of its existence. Whether that was the truth, I don't know. But as a child, I felt as if that unseen menace remained close, listening.
Okay. Well. Uh-huh. I'm actually a little intrigued because I actually don't at all remember how this series ends. So like I'm actually intrigued of seeing like I think there was 5 parts. Yeah, I think it was 5 parts.
I don't remember. We'd have to scroll down to the bottom, and I
Yeah,
don't want to lose my place.
we'll see it soon. Anyways, I'm actually excited to see how this one ends, and I haven't felt that in a while because like the most stories we have done recently have been, can't it end soon? Like
This
that.
one might be interesting. This one might be instead of us slowly spiraling into madness. This one might be us actually getting more and more intrigued.
Oh yeah, I hope so. My mother lay. Oh wait, I sounded so happy. My mother lay in the empty bunk. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. Eventually, my anxiety diminished. Tiredness pushed me back towards my sleep, but I remained restless, waking several times momentarily to the sound of waking several times momentarily to the sound of rustling bed sheets. I remember the next day wanting to go anywhere, be anywhere but in that narrow, suffocating room. It was a Saturday and I played outside, quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long, sloping garden in the back. We played there often, as much of it was overgrown, and we could hide in the bushes, climb in the huge sycamore tree, which towered above all else. Oh, my brain. And easily imagine ourselves in the throes. Throes. How do you
Yep,
say that?
throes of a grand adventure.
Throes
That
of a
is
grand
actually
adventure.
that's not a that's again that's a interesting choice of words for an 8-year-old, but the writer is not 8.
In some untamed exotic land. As funny as it all was, occasionally my eye would go back to that small window. Ordinary, slight, and that word I'm not even gonna try to pronounce.
Innocuous.
Innocuous. But for me, that thin boundary was a was a looking glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside, the lush green surroundings of our garden, filled with the smiling faces of my friends, could not extinguish this creeping feeling clawing its way up my spine. Each hair standing on end, the feeling of something in that room, watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with with hate. Eagerly filled me, I was about to say. I, I don't know why I.
He's a good Christian boy. He's a good Christian boy. He's a good Christian boy.
Shut up! I wonder if this is gonna be like a Pennywise type of creature that he like feeds on the
Ooh,
fear of this little boy. It's like
potentially.
yeah, that he likes he I would like to see this monster as an animal, not like a like a lion or some kind of predator. Like just it's his way of hunting. Like he comes out, sees a child, needs its fears, likes its fears, something like that, and it ends with like I don't know. That's the feeling I really I get now. Like it's the Pennywise kind of.
I mean,
feeling.
it's very difficult. Like, it takes a lot, but it is possible to die of fright. So if it just stresses him out to the point where his heart stops,
This
that would be just,
this
and
has
then it's just the point.
this has nothing to do with the thing, but it's also possible to die by heartbreak. I just wanted to say that.
So I've heard. Anyways, I believe it is now my two big ass paragraphs and a
Oh
word.
yeah. Oh wait,
This is gonna be fun.
that's a quotation mark. It's my. That's the only line in the whole story. Ghost.
There's a second one. I think it's more of like a title card type situation. Anyways, it may sound strange to you. By the time my parents ushered me back into the room for the night, I said nothing. I didn't protest. I didn't even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I simply and sullenly walked into that room, climbed the few steps into the bunk bed, into with a few steps into the top bunk, and then waited.
And grabbed my
As an
lightsaber.
adult, I would be telling everyone about my
And
experience.
then I grabbed my
What?
lightsaber.
Uh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like he took it like a prisoner going to execution. Oh, all right, here we go.
Oh
As
yeah,
an
but
adult,
I
I
took
would be
this
telling
like,
everyone.
why the fuck would this child that is scared to death by a monster haunting him just go back to his room? It's like me laying in my bed, seeing a murder in my closet. He's waiting there for me, so I can go back and try to sleep. Let's hope I just don't die.
Essentially. Anyway, as an adult, I would be telling everyone about my experiences. Even at that age, I felt almost silly to be talking about something which I really had no evidence for. I would be lying, however, if I had said this was my primary reason. I still felt like this was thing would be enraged if I so much as spoke of it. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that second night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of the rotten change in the atmosphere. A thickening of the air, as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twist of the bedsheets below, the first anxious increase in my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again at the bottom bunk, in the bottom bunk. That word. A word which had been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming. Interesting, etching and carving itself into my mind. Ghost.
Hmm.
Or poltergeist, but you know what? That, again, that is
I just thought that was such a actually it's a poltergeist moment.
I mean, I'm just saying, he's got, like, no, he's using all this, he used such, like, poetic phrasing, like, he built it up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching, and carving itself into my mind.
Yeah,
Ghost, like,
but like a ghost, I think it's more like, I don't think a child would like lay there and think, oh my goodness, this must have been a banished poltergeist from East Mexico, 1946. Like it's, I don't think,
okay, I wasn't going that fucking specific. Like,
but
depending
I
on
don't
the
think.
year, the kid could have actually been watching the movie Poltergeist growing up.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that's
true.
how I even know
I
about
think
it.
this story was written like 2012, and this is
Oh yeah, he very well could have done the movie
and
Poltergeist. Shit.
his in his older, with let's say 20s when he writes this, if I remember right,
Beetlejuice.
and he was 8 in this story. When was Poltergeist released?
Fucking 70s?
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, but I don't think that's what a child would think. You know, when I was little and I heard about things flying, or my real mother, which is totally 100% sure that ghosts exist, and she every day say that my grandpa is in her bedroom all the time and like says hello or something. You know, it swirls in my mind. I'm like, okay. And she explains like things flies and shit like this. Uh, When I was little, I always thought, "Oh shit, ghost!" Like, "Oh, it's haunted. It's ghosts in this house." And I did never like went around as a 8-year-old and thought, "Oh my gosh, this must have been a poltergeist." Or like, "Oh shit, this ghost is a banshee."
I'm sorry for having mythological interest as a kid growing up, because believe it or not, I would have actually thought of the differences. So I would, actually just for the fuck of it, no, motherfucker. But actually, what is our current video recording time at? This might be a good point to
To start the next episode.
refresh our backlog a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's 55 minutes, so that would work. And then I start narrating the next part, so I just save this here.
There we go. Yeah, no, let's do a. You want to do a quick outro so we have and start refreshing our backlog?
Yeah, let's go. Let's see. Right now, I'm feeling kind of pumped. So like, I don't know. This seems
no,
like,
I'm liking this one.
Yeah, like this far, it feels like we can get a bit into it. Let's see when we start dipping.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on. Let's see if the first part is good as fuck. The second one sucks, and like this. You don't know when the story dips, like in quality. And it's always when the story dips and we have nothing to talk about. That's when we.
Yep.
But that's also kind of fun.
Oh, so we've been kind of tangenting on this one a lot, anyways.
So what I hope.
But anyway,
is like,
signing off.
Yeah, wait. I was just saying. So what I hope is, if it starts dipping the story, I hope it dips as fuck. So like we have much to fucking point out and like, what the fuck? You know, these kind of things.
You wanna hate on it?
Oh yeah. Oh, first time my camera fucked up. Wait. I can't. It's lagging too much. So I can't end the recording. So I have to. Oh my gosh.
Ramble a little bit. Well, shit.
Come on.
Oh wow, I got a good view.
Camera, close down. Close down, please. Thank you.
You know what? I might end up with a cool scar there.
Oh yeah, right. How did that go?
Yeah, no, you've been. I just realized that if you were actually having my camera on the large mode, you got a pretty good view of it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, no, it knocked the piss out of me.
Anyways, okay, so thank you all for watching part 1 of Bedtime. Part 2 will be in part 1.
What is this, part 0 then?
This is part 0. But I think, okay, let's call this episode 1, so we can exchange from the parts of the story. There's 5 parts of the story, and this is episode 1 of part 1. There we go. So we will have at least one more part in part 1 to finish it. I think one more episode to finish it. And part 2, I think we will only need one episode. I think maybe we could start on the third one in episode 3, because that's short as fuck. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please like this video. And
hell yeah,
subscribe, please.
Subscribe.
If you want to see more of our videos and see more of the things we do, and you like what we do, please press the subscribe button. And if you never want to miss another video of ours, please press the notification bell. And if you have something you don't agree with us with, or something you agree with, or something that you just want to discuss, what should they do?
Yeah, drop a comment. I mean, that reminds me, I need to go through and check our comments.
Oh yeah, next week when we do, probably next weekend if you're free still. Not Fushten, the YouTuber, were thinking of joining us.
Not Fushten.
Not Fushten.
Not Fushten.
Can you say the whole name? Not Fushten skräckhistorier.
Not Fushten skräckhistorien.
Not Fushten skräckhistorier.
Not Fushten. We'll work on it.
This was the first time I heard you try doing Swedish. You said not Fushten pretty well, so I was like, that sounds weird coming from you. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Peace.
Peace out.